What's up, guys, and thanks for tuning into the Token Metrics YouTube channel. In this series, we continue to construct realistic scenario models for our favorite cryptocurrencies in this market cycle. Today's video is going to be focused on Ethereum. So first, let's ground ourselves and zoom in to see how Ethereum's been trading recently. So we had this nice run up to over $2,000, followed by a nasty crash, a nasty spill, down to just under $1,300, followed by a rally or a bounce back up to $1,800 where we're at right now at the time of this video. Now it looks like we could fall into a consolidation pattern, which would likely result in Ethereum going higher, or it looks like we could potentially break out of this pattern prematurely, and continue on higher. So that's where Ethereum's at today. But where could Ethereum go to this market cycle? Where could it peak at? Well, in order to take a realistic approach, we can create a scenario model based off of Ethereum's market dominance and the total cryptocurrency market cap. Now, Ethereum's dominance is currently at roughly 12%. And if you're unfamiliar with what I mean by dominance, this is an Ethereum dominance chart that just shows us Ethereum's market share of the total cryptocurrency market cap, which is currently roughly $1.7 trillion. So of that $1.7 trillion, 12% of it is Ethereum, right? So historically, Ethereum has been relatively volatile, although we can see that this trend line has emerged over time, and for the most part, it is generally held, with a few exceptions, but generally it has held over time. Now, in a more bearish scenario, let's say that Ethereum continues to spill market share to Binance Smart Chain, Cardano, Polkadot, and Ethereum scalability continues to be an issue. High gas fees don't get resolved in time. Maybe that scenario causes Ethereum's market dominance to head down to 10%. And I think that could be a realistic scenario that could play out. Now, in a more bullish scenario, maybe EIP 1559 goes off without a hitch in July. We continue to see layer 2 scalability issues introduced to these decentralized applications and DEXs. Maybe Uniswap v3 comes out and it works great, works flawlessly. Well, in that case, we could see Ethereum eat up more market dominance and potentially bubble up to 18 or 20%, right? Now, if we just pretended to draw a trend line from these tops here all the way up, by July, maybe even August, we'd be somewhere in this 18 to 20% market dominance if we were to see another spike up, right? So now let's take a look at the total cryptocurrency market cap and construct three scenarios here. So historically, the total cryptocurrency market cap has been rising on this linear trend line on a logarithmic scale. So what that equates to is exponential growth over time. But we do see periods of even, more irrational, crazy growth within the market, right? In 2014, we saw an overvaluation against the trend line of about 1,600%. In 2017, 2018, we saw an overvaluation of about 2,600%. And if we were to see a total cryptocurrency market cap this market cycle of $10 trillion, let's say by July or so, that would be an overvaluation against this trend line of 1,500%, which is relatively in line and reasonable compared to what we've seen in the past. Now, you can see that the total cryptocurrency market cap has been on a trend line for the last 6 months. These are monthly candles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's been on this trend line, which would have the total cryptocurrency market cap reaching $5 trillion by sometime in July. I think that's a totally realistic prediction given the data that we have right now. Now, over time, we could, need to adjust these scenarios, but I think $3 trillion is a conservative scenario, $5 trillion is a likely scenario, and $10 trillion is a bullish scenario, but still quite possible. So if we cross-reference our Ethereum dominant scenarios with our total cryptocurrency market cap scenarios, we can calculate and construct several different pricing scenarios for our most bearish scenarios for Ethereum and our most bullish scenarios for Ethereum. So if in our most bearish scenario, if the total cryptocurrency market cap were to only go to $3 trillion and Ethereum were to shed some market dominance down to 10%, that would give us a predicted price of Ethereum of about $2,600. Right, so that's our most bearish scenario for Ethereum's peak this market cycle. And keep in mind, Ethereum's currently trading at $1,800. It's potentially very undervalued given the narrative, the scalability issues that we've seen from Ethereum, and the narrative that we've seen play out in the market, where some of these other coins such as Solana, Binance Smart Chain, and Cardano have done better and eaten up some market share against Ethereum. Now, in our most bullish scenario, where the stars align for Ethereum, these scalability issues get taken care of rather quickly. EIP 1559 arrives in July with no issues, and the total cryptocurrency market cap rises to $10 trillion. Then we're looking at an Ethereum price or an Ethereum peak of around $17,000. Now that might seem really, really high, but I've heard price predictions for Ethereum, quite a few price predictions north of $20,000. Now, this would require a lot of things to go right in the overall cryptocurrency market, and specifically with Ethereum. But I do think there is a shot at Ethereum reaching $17,000. Do I think it's likely? No, absolutely not. I think our more likely scenarios are going to be this $5 trillion market cap and maybe a 14 to a 16% market dominance for Ethereum. I think Cardano and Binance Smart Chain and Solana are going to prove to be pretty fierce competitors. But I do think that Ethereum has the first mover advantage and is going to continue to hold its own against those competitors. Now, if you're confused as to how these calculations are being done, we're just taking our market dominance, multiplying by our total cryptocurrency market cap, and then dividing by our supply, or in this case, our expected supply. Because if we're working with a time frame of July, there's going to be new Ether introduced to the market. And the way I calculated this inflation, if you're curious, is I just looked at the most recent weeks where on average roughly 14,000 Ether have been introduced to the market each day. I just said, there's going to be 110 days or so until we get to July. 110 times 14,000 is going to give us an estimated 1.54 million Ether being introduced to the Ethereum total supply by then. So it doesn't make a huge difference, but it's nice to be able to take this into account to get more accurate scenario numbers. So this is just the same data in a chart view. Some people prefer to look at data in charts as opposed to tables. So in the green line here represents our bullish $10 trillion market cap scenario. Our more likely $5 trillion total cryptocurrency market cap scenario is in yellow, and our more conservative, or you could even say bearish, cryptocurrency market cap scenario is represented by the red line, with our corresponding Ethereum market dominance scenarios at the bottom here. Right. So if you had to ask me, my personal prediction for Ethereum would be that Ethereum's actually going to rally. That by July, if this bull market cycle can hold on through July, maybe even into August, right? We could see Ethereum rally back up to an 18% dominance, if not even higher, right? I think Ethereum scalability issues are being solved. EIP 1559 is going to make Ethereum potentially deflationary in nature. And there's going to be a lot of confidence coming into the market around Ethereum, which is currently, in my opinion, undervalued as it's approaching the bottom of this trend line here, right? So this is the scenario that I personally find most likely and that I'm predicting. And I'm taking into account a $5 trillion market cap because that's the trend we're currently on by July. Now, could we go higher than that past July? It's quite possible, but in order to be a little bit conservative with my more bullish 18% prediction here, I'm going to stick with $5 trillion for the total cryptocurrency market cap. So if we take a look at our matrix, $5 trillion for the total cryptocurrency market cap, going down to our 18% scenario, that would be just shy of an $8,000 Ethereum this market cycle. If you wanted to be more conservative, I think maybe 6,800 or 6,000 is a totally reasonable prediction, but I'm pretty bullish on Ethereum. I think it could reach $7,700 quite reasonably. So with Ethereum currently trading at $1,811, if it were to go to $7,700, that'd be a 4.26x return on the second largest cryptocurrency out there right now, and a very useful cryptocurrency in DeFi right now. So I hope this video helped you. If it did, please do like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.